Before a nation, there was a wilderness, and into this world, inhabited for millennia, came ships from afar. They sought freedom and fortune in a new world, surviving their first harsh winters only with the help of the native peoples who knew the land. Illustrating this profound exchange, we see European ships, like the Mayflower, arriving on the coast of a dense, untouched wilderness. A scene of a pilgrim settler cautiously meeting a Native American chief follows, portraying a moment of shared humanity. They exchanged knowledge, the natives revealing the secrets of cultivating corn, a crop that would sustain the newcomers, while the settlers introduced metal tools, forever altering the landscape of trade and technology. This initial period of cooperation was a fragile bridge between two vastly different worlds, a foundation built on mutual need in the face of an unforgiving environment. Yet, it was a beginning that held both the promise of a shared future and the seeds of future conflict, a complex legacy that would shape the continent for centuries to come. 13 colonies grew, each with its own identity, but all under the rule of a distant British crown. When the crown demanded taxes without a voice, a spirit of defiance ignited. From Boston Harbor, a clear message was sent across the ocean: we will not be ruled. This act of rebellion was the culmination of years of growing resentment. A dynamic montage captures the rapid growth of the 13 colonies, showing the evolution from sparse settlements to bustling colonial towns like Boston and Philadelphia, complete with thriving ports and expansive farms. This prosperity, however, came at a cost. The camera focuses on a redcoat soldier, a symbol of British authority, imposing steep taxes on colonists for everyday goods. The tension escalates, leading to a dramatic recreation of the Boston Tea Party, where chests of tea, a symbol of British economic control, are defiantly thrown into the dark waters of the harbor, an act that pushed the colonies ever closer to open revolt. The rebellion became a revolution. In Philadelphia, delegates declared that all men are created equal, severing ties with the king. A farmer's army, led by George Washington, dared to challenge the mightiest military on earth for the birth of their new nation. The spirit of independence is captured in a poignant scene. A founding father, hunched over a desk by candlelight, meticulously pens the words of the Declaration of Independence. The camera then moves to a shot of the historic document being signed, each signature a personal pledge of our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. The fight for this newfound freedom is then vividly depicted, showcasing the stark contrast between the ill-equipped but determined Continental Army and the disciplined, well-armed Redcoats. The sequence climaxes with a dramatic visual of George Washington leading his troops in the daring crossing of the Delaware River on a frigid Christmas night, a turning point that rekindled hope in the darkest hour of the struggle for independence. Against all odds, the impossible was achieved. The war was won, but a harder task remained: to create a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. With the Constitution, they laid the foundation for the United States of America, a nation conceived in liberty. The culmination of the long struggle is shown as the British forces surrender at Yorktown, the Redcoats solemnly laying down their arms in a moment that sealed the fate of a continent. The scene then transitions from the battlefield to the halls of debate, illustrating the founding fathers as they engage in passionate discussions, meticulously forging the U.S. Constitution. They grappled with the monumental challenge of creating a new form of government, one that balanced power and protected individual rights. The final powerful shot shows the new American flag, with its 13 stars, being raised against the sky. As it billows in the wind, the image transitions into a map highlighting the original 13 states, marking the official birth of a new nation.